Ladies and gentlemen, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Things just got very interesting for Call of Duty in their future here, according to some brand new leaks. We know coming up here with Modern Warfare 4, a big component of the game that's been rumored, that's been leaked so far, is the next iteration of DMZ. They might call it DMZ2, they might call it DMZ just as itself, you know, because it's no longer a beta or anything. Regardless, DMZ back in MW2 had a lot of hype behind it. It started off really hot, kind of plateaued throughout the year, and of course they dropped all support for it when the premium game shifted over to Modern Warfare 3, but it's coming back here reportedly with Modern Warfare 4 later this year, and according to all the leaks, all the rumors that we've seen so far, they are going all in on DMZ this time around. It's going to have maximum support according to leaks that have surfaced. Crashd ended up posting this not too long ago. We just covered this bit of leaks here the past few days, saying the Modern Warfare 4 campaign set to launch early. There's rumors of maximum DMZ support, and it just seems like based off of all the leaks, all the rumors, everything that's been said about DMZ up until this point, this really could be the thing they're focusing on the most this year. Now, yes, obviously they're going to have the campaign, the multiplayer, Warzone will still be there, but it seems like DMZ is what they're hoping can really take that next step, similar to how Warzone did back during MW 2019. With the extraction shooter genre still blowing up and being really popular right now, they're trying to, you know, cash in on DMZ basically here. And so this seems to be something that, based off what we've heard, based off of what it kind of feels like, could be the mode they're trying to do the most with throughout MW4 and really turn it into a multi-year game, just like Warzone has been for the past half decade plus. But things the other day got very interesting when new leaks and new rumors surfaced regarding how Xbox, who, keep in mind, owns Call of Duty now, might be directly introducing some very steep competition for Call of Duty, for Modern Warfare 4, and specifically for DMZ. Charlie Intel ended up posting this, sort of corroborating with Mr. Rebs here as the original source, saying Halo Studios, who is also under Xbox, has reportedly ditched its Battle Royale project to develop a Halo extraction shooter instead, which is very interesting because obviously Xbox wants Call of Duty to do very well because then they benefit from it, and Call of Duty, since Xbox acquired them, has not done that great, which we all of course know here. So it's very pivotal that MW4 does well. I'm sure Xbox is going to be propping up the game a ton throughout the summer and fall and winter as it's officially announced and then ultimately released as well. But it's very interesting that now another Xbox studio, one that is a direct competitor, or at least was for a long time in the FPS genre in Halo, is now also being told to work on an extraction shooter. So Dexterra goes ahead and actually covers this whole article here, saying Halo's scrapped Battle Royale turned into an extraction shooter as a new report. So after being canceled back in 2022, a new report claims that Halo's long-rumored Battle Royale mode has been reworked into an extraction shooter. Following the launch of Infinite in 2021, there were a lot of reports and rumors that a Battle Royale mode was in the works. Makes sense because Battle Royale was all the hype, that was all the rage back in 2021. This would have been released as a standalone PvP mode, similar to how Call of Duty handles Warzone. If leaks were to be believed, it was originally supposed to drop in 2022, but it never saw the light of day, and former devs have since revealed that it was canceled. However, according to a fresh report, the mode was not completely scrapped, but instead reworked. And if this is something that Xbox has planned and wants Halo to do here in the near future, they are directly incorporating competition to Call of Duty, which is a very interesting dynamic for sure. I think part of it could be used as fuel for Call of Duty to say, hey, we're going to drop some competition here. You guys need to, you know, hit it out of the park and have your game do well because this is going to push you to do better. Similar to how we saw Call of Duty make a lot of changes when Battlefield 6 was getting a ton of hype pre-launch. Now, unfortunately, Battlefield 6 has kind of also plateaued post-launch and really struggled itself, which has caused the competition to simmer down some, which ultimately is not good for any player base or any FPS fans because there's less competition in the mode now when both games are not doing that great. But when there was a lot of hype behind Battlefield, COD had to make some immediate changes to sort of win back some players, and they did that with BO7 pre-launch, adjusting skill-based, persistent lobbies, doing more, feedback incorporation into how the game was created there. With this, they'd have to do similar things with DMZ if Xbox is going to say, hey, okay, Halo's dropping this extraction as well. So here's how it seemingly is playing out here. So this Halo extraction shooter is in development following the scrapped Battle Royale. In a video from Rebs Gaming, a reliable Halo leaker, he explained that the Battle Royale mode had its development paused in late 2022. So this would have been just after Modern Warfare 2 released. It then evolved into Project Ecker, and a PvE extraction shooter being made in Unreal Engine. The last known update about the game mode was in summer of 2023, but it's not clear right now how far along it is or if it will be released as a standalone experience. According to one of Reb's sources, the team co-developing the Battle Royale turned its attention to the next full Halo game, so it's possible that it's being absorbed and instead it'll be a multiplayer mode. So it'll be as a part of the next Halo game, just as its own individual mode and not as a standalone extraction. Currently, there's really not a whole lot we know about it because it is still just leaks and rumors and pretty early into the stages, it seems like, about these details getting out. Rebs did reveal that some details about the Battle Royale mode could carry over. It was also apparently set to be based around a training simulation on a UNSC ship to prepare Spartans for Zeta Halo. They go on to say the map would have been littered with classic Halo maps, including Blood Gulch and Valhalla, and players would have entered the map using drop pods. Nothing's been confirmed, but it wouldn't be a surprise to see some of these elements stick around in the extraction mode too. They have a larger map that is again comprised of classic Halo maps. Certainly would make sense there, and along the lines of what other games do, obviously with Warzone having some classic COD POIs here and there depending on the maps. But this is a really interesting scenario here where Xbox is in control of both of these games. They have a decent say in what's going on with each of these, and they could directly be pitting them against each other, maybe trying to bring out the best in both of them, saying, hey, you know, we're gonna force this competition and we want each of you to do your best to beat out the other one, and hopefully it ends up being a win-win. Obviously, Halo has been a major competitor to COD back in the day, you know, the golden days, if you will, where we were getting solid COD, a solid Battlefield, a solid Halo, all dropping, you know, back to back to back. And it was really healthy for the FPS genre because all of those studios, all those publishers had to work to one up each other. And then that just forced better games, that created better games because of that competition. We haven't had that in so long. We got a little tiny bit of it with Battlefield 6 and Black Ops 7, and then things kind of crumbled for both after they ended up releasing. So the FPS genre deserves this. I think it needs this, and now it's sort of bleeding into the extraction genre as well, where more options, especially from like major studios like this, I think is good, because again, that forced competition creates better games for us. And so if you're a fan of one, or you know, you're a specific Halo fan or a specific Call of Duty fan, you might end up winning here because the game is being made better because they feel threatened by similar publishers making similar modes or similar games. So really going to be interesting to watch this unfold. Rebs did mention in his video that this could be something that ends up getting announced later on this year or early next year, I believe. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. Hopefully it's something that does end up coming to fruition sooner rather than later, so that we do get that competition. We do get better games because of it. Obviously, if anything ends up surfacing regarding this or the future with DMZ or anything going on, you guys know I'm gonna keep you informed with everything. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. And if you enjoyed this video, a like rating on your way out would be seriously appreciated. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.